Hi everybody, it's Megan Turner, LCSW with Project Thrive CT. I'm coming at you today with our vlog number 2, self-care. I know last week we really touched on self-care briefly, just in terms of exploring, normalizing, and validating our feelings. I really want to do a continuation of that today, but I kind of want to strip it back a little bit. I know when we think of self-care, we generally think of hobbies or meditation or baths or anything on that spectrum. But I think more importantly, we are going to cover that. Don't worry, we will get there today. But more importantly, just the general things that we can do for ourselves throughout the day to make ourselves a priority, to make sure that we're nourished, to make sure that we're taken care of. That way we can be available to those around us, and we're not physically drained or mentally drained, or our body isn't lacking the nourishment that we need to thrive. And what I mean by that is, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's woke up in the past few weeks and hasn't felt motivated to get off the couch, hasn't felt motivated to change out of our pajamas, hasn't felt motivated to say, I should really go take a shower today, because we're hit with those waves of feeling hopeless, those waves of sadness, those waves of depression. And those are okay. We're gonna get hit with those waves, but it's how we pull ourselves out of that current. How do we not get sucked into the undertow? And by doing that, I mean making a choice. I'm going to get off the couch and I'm going to change my clothes. I'm going to get off the couch and take a shower. And maybe not just a quick 5-minute shower. I'm going to sit in there and enjoy the steam, enjoy the quiet. Let the water just hit me and relax my muscles. I'm going to make a choice to make myself that cup of coffee this morning. I'm not going to make excuses that I can't go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore, so I guess I just don't deserve my coffee in the morning. No, you deserve your coffee in the morning. Make yourself a cup. Those seem like little choices. Those seem like little things to do every day that should be easy. But in times of chaos, times of grief, times of hardship, those little steps can be the hardest things to do for ourselves. Did you eat a good meal today? Did you eat it all today? When we're pushing through and we're trying to help others, we tend to forget to do those small things for ourselves. We could go to bed at 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever time, and lay there and say, did I eat today? Did I brush my teeth today? I don't know, because I didn't make myself a priority. Either I felt like I couldn't, I felt like I shouldn't, or I didn't have the motivation to. And it's okay. We're going to have those days. But the purpose of this is to encourage you to do those small things. I think the more we make those small decisions to take care of ourselves, I'm going to change out of my pajamas. I'm going to shower. I'm going to make myself a good meal. The more the day kind of progresses in a more natural, rewarding, optimistic way, because we're feeling good about ourselves. Our body is nourished, our mind is nourished, our soul is nourished, and we can kind of move on throughout our day. I think it's really important too that we're all getting good night's sleep. I know a lot of us aren't. I know specifically my dad hasn't been, my husband hasn't been, I haven't been, because we're worried. There's things on our mind that are keeping us going at night. And I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. We cannot shut our minds off at night because we're thinking of the people we miss. We're thinking of how our next bill's gonna get paid. We're thinking of, where is the end in sight in all of this? How much longer do I have to endure? And with that being said, I think it's really important that we be intentional about creating a nighttime routine that we can wind down, that will soothe us, that will relax us, that might set our mind at ease just enough to fall asleep. and hopefully before we have to wake up in the morning. Some things that I suggest for nighttime routines, ideally that journaling. Get your thoughts out of your head onto paper, so that way when you're sleeping or trying to fall asleep, those worrisome thoughts aren't flooding you. You've already addressed them. You've already acknowledged them. I think if you like tea, having a warm cup of tea to wind down, listening to some relaxation music, maybe reading a good book, maybe watching a show you enjoy. But whatever you do, try not to stimulate your mind too much or your body too much, where now we're kind of awake and stimulated and we can't turn ourselves off. Be intentional about it. Say, I'm going to start doing my nighttime routine maybe an hour before I go to bed. Maybe you only need a half hour. Maybe you only need 15 minutes. Whatever your time frame is, make it part of your daily routine. I think sometimes people lose sight of what they want for themselves or what they need to take care of themselves. I don't know if you can see in the background, but I have a vision board right here. And vision boards can be really useful. You can put things that motivate you, things that you enjoy, things that inspire you. There could be quotes, there could be lyrics, it could be numerous things. But what it is, it's a combination of things that you want for your life or you hope to achieve or reach. And for me, mine's all about motivation to take care of myself. Mine's about motivation to be healthy, to exercise, to do my hobbies. They include gardening and reading and being creative. And sometimes in the chaos of my normal day-to-day, not even with what's going on right now, I forget to do those things. So my vision board is to remind me to make myself a priority. I think some fun things that everybody can do that I've been doing with my clients are creating your own mandalas. If that is kind of scary to you, you don't have to. If you're not an artist, that's fine. You can kind of pick up different coloring books that are around. You can do Sudoku. You can do word searches. You can play a game on your phone. You can pick up a new hobby maybe that you've been wanting to do. You can do nothing. Self-care can be as simple as giving yourself permission to do nothing. Sit in the darkness. Sit in the quiet. Ground yourself. Just let it go. I'm laughing because it reminded me of the Frozen song. I have 2 little kids at home, so sometimes those things pop into my head. But let it go. Let it go to the point where you can just be at peace with yourself. And that's not easy. So this is why we do these things that make us happy, so that way we can get to that point. I also think meditation is helpful. Progressive muscle relaxation is helpful. You can find those on YouTube. If you really want a good kind of wind down to your week, my coworker Tracy Funk has a weekend wind down that she is putting out every Friday, and it's great. She takes you through some meditation and is going to focus on some great positive topics. So I would encourage you to do that if you need some guided assistance in it, and it's for all different levels. If you kind of want to branch out and see what's out there, YouTube has a bunch of guided meditations, guided imagery, anything. You can even do your own guided imagery. Picture somewhere in your head when you're alone. Where do you want to go? Where's your happy place? And when you do that, what do you smell? What do you hear? What can you see? What can you touch? What can you taste? Really bring yourself there. Be in that moment. Escape to that place that brings you joy. If you can't picture it for yourself, create it on a vision board. If you need to take it one step further, incorporate items that remind you of that place into your household decor, into your bedroom, into your whatever your sanctuary is. Create that with items that bring you joy. I think other things that we can do are just get outside and soak up some sunshine. It's starting to get nice. That, always seems to lift up spirits. Get your feet in the dirt. Really ground yourself. Really literally to the earth. I think all of that is extremely important in maintaining our day-to-day wellness. I think if we can't get outside, then it's just trying to keep ourselves relaxed by what we have around us. I also don't want you guys to put a lot of pressure on yourselves to engage in self-care. Like I said, I'm a big advocate, I'm a big preacher of self-care, but I always don't follow through on it, and that's okay. Don't beat yourselves up for it. Try to make yourself a priority when you can. If you can't do it every day, maybe you do it every other day, or once a week, or once every other week. As long as you're intentional about making yourself a priority, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel more nourished. Your soul's gonna feel more nourished. You're gonna feel taken care of. And you're not gonna have to depend on other people or other situations to do that for you. I think if you kind of need more than that, you can look to your higher power, whatever that may be, whether it's spiritually or religiously. Again, engage in prayer or deep meditation. You can look deep within yourselves to figure out what makes me happy, what makes me feel at peace. All of these things you're capable of doing. I only named a few. I think it's up to you to determine what best works for you. Nobody can tell you that. I just hope that you take away from this video that you need to be a priority for yourself. And self-care can come in the smallest form. Whether it's just changing out of your pajamas, whether it's even before that, getting out of bed for the day. Making it a choice to put yourself first. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of these skills useful. Again, there'll be a blog posted on our website, projectthriveCT.com, that kind of has all these tricks of the trade and tips down below. That way you guys can use it for reference and incorporate it into your daily routine. I hope you all have a good rest of your week, and I will see you again next Sunday. And this blog coming will be about connecting with our kids during this time. I hope you guys will tune in for that and have a great week ahead.